I have Chris Chisholm, who is the Director of Talent Management here, and he is going to take us through automating and managing personal relationships, which works just as well. It finishes the question that Sebastian was answering here. Chris, how are we feeling today?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad. Where are you talking to me from today?
Fort Worth, Texas.
Nice. How warm is it there? If it's warm in New York, I'm guessing it's blazing hot there.
I think today is actually a little bit cooler today. I think we're chilling in the 50s.
Oh my God, chilling in the 50s. I mean, I love the fact that Texans get to experience a little bit, just a little bit of the bite of winter that we get in the Northeast. Because last time I was in Dallas, it was just like everything was baking outside.
Yeah, we enjoy our 1 week of winter that we get.
1 week of winter that you get. Well, please take it away, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. Howdy, y'all. My name is Chris Chisholm. I am the Director of Talent Management at G Fuel. For those real quick that don't know anything about G Fuel, we are an energy drink company that was built through influencer marketing, and we started a little over 10 years ago. And we were one of the first companies to really do it this way. Today, our energy drink line can be broken up into roughly three categories. So we have our influencer related collab flavors. You may know some of them: PewDiePie. We've done Ninja, KSI before he started Prime, FaZe Clan, XQC. The list goes on. We also do though a lot of partner IP deals. So with Disney, for example, Marvel, we did Spider-Man, Thor, Doctor Strange, Moon Knight. We've also done The Matrix, Uncharted, along with tons of Game of the Year editions like Assassin's Creed, Fallout, Elden Ring, Borderland, The Witcher, and even some TV shows like The Boys and Rick and Morty. And that list also goes on. And then we kind of have our third category, and that's just the fan favorite banging flavors that everybody loves. It's not tied to anything. It's just G Fuel, and that's mainly the three categories that we have. We sell the powdered tubs, kind of like you see here, and you can get that online. And then we also have cans and retail. So that's what the talent gets excited about. They like collabing with all these cool brands. We also have collector boxes that we do and some other stuff. My job as the director of talent management is to manage all the influencers. And so I have the paid talent, I have ambassadors, publishing affiliates, TikTok creators. So when you have hundreds of paid creators, a few thousand ambassadors, publishing affiliates, and a new sector, rising still with the TikTok shop, how on earth do you manage all these relationships? Now, a lot of you are already thinking, Chris, not that hard. It's simple. It's called email segmentation. It's literally the definition of what you're talking about. You want to talk to a specific group to warrant a specific response from that group. If the creator says this automated email goes out and creates a flow. And that's something we do. And that answer is partially correct. And the truth is, I don't have anything, a new earth shattering technique or anything like that. I'm not recommending telekinesis. It's a lot of things you already know. It's email, DMs, meetings, running a Discord, hopping into live stream chats. And of course, the OG, don't be sleeping on sending out a letter by a carrier pigeon. Don't knock it until you try it. So let me stop right there. After the last 15 seconds, how do you feel about me right now? You're either thinking this guy sucks at being funny, or which I'm hoping that you think this guy's got a little personality. He's kind of funny, and I think I like him. These are the exact moments you have to be building with your affiliate programs. This is how you take it to the next level. You have to build relationships, be funny, be relatable, and most importantly, be a part of their story. So let's keep my entire speech now up to this point so far. It's been roughly 3 minutes. I've not had any bangers to show my personality up until my killer telekinesis and carrier pigeon joke. I opened up, I was saying I was the director of talent management. We've had early success with influencers, went over the products, went over different talent programs that I manage. It's been about 90% information, 10% personal connection personality. 90% of my speech is like the automated segmented emails that you use to manage your affiliate program. It was informative. Maybe something you need to know. Maybe your eyes glaze over and you got a little bored of another guy introducing himself. Then I try to use the 10% to try and be funny and make a connection with you. If you make automated emails 100% of the business, it can destroy the community that you're trying to build. You need to automate as much as you can without the creator feeling like they're talking to a robot. And that's my theme today. I run my department with the goal of 90% automation, 10% personal connection. So how do we automate 10% personality without sounding fake or not genuine? Have you ever got one of those segmented emails that clearly broke before it was sent? Hey, customer first name here instead of, hey, Chris. Um, you've been doing great things for us, and I want to let you know about all these exclusive offers for you. The email goes on, way too many emoticons, way too many hyphens. And it just screams that AI wrote this. That's how you kill the drive of a creator because now they feel that's all transactional. You see them as a dollar sign at the bottom of the profit line. There's no personal connection. So, real quick, I'm going to say a sentence and you tell me the first thing that pops into your head. All right, is everybody ready? Today, I need you to tell your best friend that Chris Chisholm at G Fuel spoke to you on automating and managing relationships. So, how do you tell your best friend? What method are you using? For those of you that are thinking I'd probably send him a carrier pigeon or use telekinesis, I absolutely love you. And I will totally accept that answer. But the majority of you are probably thinking text message, phone, call, FaceTime, in person meetup. Those are the mediums. Um, Sometimes just switching up the medium on how you deliver the information can make a real impact. So, what do influencers typically talk to? Discord servers, Discord DMs, Twitter DMs. So, when you are doing nothing but email, it can create a one-way street. Just like a newsletter going out, you're not allowing feedback back. Using Discord DM, for example, creates a sense of partnership, sense of friendship. Any impactful paid talent that I have on roster has my DM on Discord. Many times at renewal, I was able to bring the price point down because of the relationship I was able to build. That all said, I don't let all these smaller affiliates friend me on Discord because I would be losing the company money if I spent time having one-on-one conversations with thousands of creators. However, I do make drops in our Discord where I come by and jump in the general chat, talk with the people in the public chat, and that gives them more of a sense of a personal relationship with me. I'm just tackling them all at once. It gives me time to do a group brag and say how I'm proud of the program, bringing community together. And I understand the weight that my title carries, being the head of talent that everybody wants to be friends or say they're cool with the director at G Fuel. It's humbling to be looked at this way, but I try and find as many ways to encourage creators and go for the extra mile for the brand. And for some of the leaders listening to me here today, that is in a similar position I am encourage you to take a look in the mirror and see you are the forefront of building a winning and a positive culture for not only your affiliate program, but for your department that you run, for your employees. So what does your team or department stand for? If you don't know what your core values are, that's my first challenge for you is to figure that out. And you can steal mine. It's simple. It's two core values. Accomplish more with less. Treat everybody as inherently valuable. I'm going to repeat that again. Accomplish more with less. Treat everybody as inherently valuable. In other words, 90% automation, 10% personal connection. So again, to the very beginning, how do we have personal connections and relationships when you manage thousands of creators? You create automated moments that allow personal connections. I'll give you an easy one that you may already do. An automated segmented email to wish a creator a happy birthday. Nice touch, right? You grab their info. When you're onboarding them, you might as well use it. Which, by the way, pro tip, make sure on your onboarding form you put like month, day, year, the format that you want it in. I onboarded a fleet of people on the other side of the world from the UK, and they put day first, and I was freaking out thinking that they added a 13th month to the year. So ask me how I learned that painful lesson. But back to the email. A birthday is a great automated moment, but the execution can still feel transactional and not normal. Let's say you wanted to give them a birthday message and give them a gift on their birthday. Well, right now you're looking like an automated message that looks all the rest. They get the Chick-fil-A brownie offer, free queso sampler from On the Border, and my wife's favorite email, 50% off Kendra Scott jewelry offer, which apparently is always too good to pass up. So how can we stand out and make this a personal connection moment? Well, you have to have an automated reminder, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks earlier, and have a template that says, "Hey, name, we know your birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks, and Chris, our director of talent, want to make sure that your current address on file is accurate so we can send you this birthday gift. Is it up to date?" Now, at this point, you're outside of those birthday spam emails that's coming in 3 weeks. They feel special because you're reaching out, wanting to check up on them early, and it creates a truly authentic moment. Now, if you got a good CRM in place and you have a good note section, you can really bring something authentic and make this really special. And so if I was writing this directly to you, to everybody that's writing today, I would say, I'd have whoever was writing this for me add in, "Chris wanted me to tell you he doesn't want the carrier pigeon to send your gift to the wrong address, LOL." Well, now you just
Uh,
created a semi-automated inside joke.
Chris, let me tell you something. I've been to many webinars. I don't think I've ever been backstage where people are laughing and then come find the attendee actually laughing in the chat too. That was awesome. I am so sorry, but we're definitely going to ask you to come do this again. Like it's just a given. We do have time for one question. Somebody did ask, like, what's a reasonable email open and click through rate would you say? I know this is a question a lot of retention marketing agencies get. What would you say? What's the ballpark that people should look for?
Um, so if I'm like for an influencer, I'd say for a lot of times if you put like G Fuel X your name potential partnership, we we're sitting probably around 50% sometimes. But when it comes to your roster, a lot of times they're already opening that up. They're already looking for stuff from you.
Nice. And then we had one more question somewhere here. Let me see. Did my pages are dying from meaningful contact. All right. Well, because we are at time, Chris is going to stick around for a little bit, and he's going to be communicating with you guys on chat. Definitely feel free to connect with him. I'm sorry, that was just really funny. Excellent accents, by the way. Were you an actor at any point in your life?
No, never have.
Okay, you need to consider that because why are you wasting your life? Like you have potential yet to be unplumbed. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris